Welcome to the Belly of the Beast, your home for original horror content. Warning, some of our stories may be upsetting for some individuals. Listen at your own risk.
Today's original story is called Self-Control. It was written by the Beastmaster and will be narrated by me, Beastling. I am a 12-year-old boy, and I have been living with my foster parents for about 2 years now. I try to avoid them as much as possible as they are not the nicest people. However, I have been placed in worse homes. Now, I am being moved to a new family, as my foster parents didn't want to deal with me anymore. Whatever. Maybe I'll actually like this new family. Yeah, right. My caseworker picked me up and drove me to the new house. It was a cute little ranch house in a nice neighborhood. Honestly, I've never been placed in such a nice house before. Usually people only do this because they need the money, but it was clear that they didn't. I stepped out of the car and saw a well-dressed man and woman standing on the front porch with big smiles on their faces. They seemed a bit creepy, but it's not like I have any say in the matter. So I grabbed my bags and walked up to them. "Hello, sweetie," the woman said while her creepy smile grew wider. "Hello," I responded while trying not to look at her. This lady really gives me the creeps. "You're our first foster child," said the man. "Come, let me show you to your room." The man took me by my hand and showed me around the house. It was very nice and really clean. We finally arrived at my room, and it was huge. It had a queen-size bed and a big TV with an Xbox. "So, what do you think, buddy?" the man said with a smile. "Is this really my room? Whose stuff is this?" "It's yours," the woman replied. I dropped my bag and ran to the Xbox to see what games it had. Now, the woman looked at me sternly. "Put your stuff away first. Then after dinner, you can play games." "Okay, no problem," I said excitedly. The caseworker smiled at me. "Looks like we might have found you a good one, huh? Go put your stuff away. I have some things to discuss with the Wrights." She picked up my bag and handed it to me. "I'll check on you in about a week or so. Make sure everything's gone well." I put my stuff away and laid on my new bed. It was so comfortable. "Hey, come downstairs and set the table," Mr. Wright stated in an angry manner. I didn't know what he was mad about, but I figured I shouldn't make it worse. I hopped up right away. "Okay, sir." Mr. Wright grabbed me by my neck and slammed me into the wall, choking me. "Don't get wise with me, kid. I won't put up with it." He let me down, and I ran downstairs to set the table, now knowing what kind of house I just got placed in. After I set the table, Miss Wright told me to go wash up. While I was in the bathroom, however, I had noticed my fingernails growing again. I looked in the mirror, and I could see my fangs coming out. Oh no, not now. Please not now. I splashed water on my face and stood there trying to calm myself down. Breathe in, breathe out. The nails started to retract. My fangs stopped coming out. I could feel everything in my body settling down. That was close, and this family is going to make it difficult holding this thing in. I came out of the bathroom and walked into the kitchen. "Why is your shirt all wet?" Miss Wright looked at me, demanding an answer. I couldn't take it any longer. "What is with you people? I just got here and you're already getting on me." Mr. Wright charged at me, grabbed my arm and twisted it behind my back, and shoved me to the ground. He removed his belt and hit me repeatedly. "I'll teach you not to talk back to my wife." He continued to hit me as I could hear his wife laughing in the background. "You're gonna learn some respect." He yelled at me, then he started laughing with his wife. I felt my anger growing. I never wanted to hurt anyone, but if anybody deserved it, this family did. The nails in my hands were growing. My fangs started to come out. I pulled my arms from him and clawed Mr. Wright's face. Blood poured from the wound. "Grab him! Grab him!" Mr. Wright shouted. "Oh, you dirty little animal!" Miss Wright shouted at me as she grabbed the hand I struck Mr. Wright with. She dragged me to the stove and held my hand in the hot frying pan. "Don't you ever raise your hands to us!" She pressed my hand even harder into the pan. I could smell my flesh burning. Look at those nails, that's disgusting. All sense of self-control was gone. Pain shot through my whole body, but not from the frying pan. It was from my body changing. My bones broke and started to reform. My mouth grew into a snoot, filled with sharp canine teeth. My nails grew into claws. My muscles tripled in size, and fur now covered my whole body. My clothes ripped into pieces. I stood up on 2 legs, and saw the Wrights now cowering together on the floor. I jumped at them without remorse, tearing them to shreds. If you ask me, self-control is overrated.
I hope you enjoyed today's story. Please like and subscribe as it will help us to continue to provide you with great content. Until next time, stay safe and avoid becoming one of the stories from the belly of the beast.